Hi, Dave with Align Therapy here. I'm here with Will. Will is helping me demonstrate what a Schroth Method physical therapy visit is like. So what is it like after you've been evaluated? You've learned a couple of things in Schroth from that evaluation. You're coming back in for your second, third, fourth visit. What do those visits look like, and what are we doing in those visits? Because we're not evaluating every time. That's that first visit, and we do have a video that I'll put a link to in the description about how that visit goes. But the follow-up visits, we really just need to get down to work. We really need to get down to learning the Schroth method, practicing the exercises. This shouldn't be you come in and you do the same thing each time. So if you're going to a Schroth therapist and they're doing the same thing each time and you're like, I can do this at home, that shouldn't be the way this is. So each visit should be different and building on the previous visit. So with Will, if he came in today, I would ask him some questions. I'd ask him, do you have any back pain today?
No.
Will's doing great with back pain, so no back pain today. How have your exercises been at home?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. So if he said, well, even with pretty good, I might dig a little bit. Like, when was the last time you did your exercises? I might ask how many days a week he's doing his exercises. I might get a little more specific on which exercises he's doing, because I really want to know that he's doing them at home, because that's how we get the results that we want. And then I'll ask, are there any questions that you have with the exercises you've been doing?
Nope.
And Will's a pro. He doesn't have any questions right now. But if you have questions for your therapist, make sure to ask them. If you're doing an exercise at home and it's like, I don't know how to do this setup, make sure to ask that. Just kidding. So after we get those questions out of the way and we've talked about how he's doing, maybe I talk about his basketball game he had last night or something like that. Will's crazy good at basketball. I might do some reassessment of how much rotation. This is the scoliometer that we used in the initial visit. So I might have him sit on the stool and bend forward and remeasure that. We might do a remeasurement on our surface topography machine, something like that. But really what we want to get down to is getting back into exercises and really progressing things. What I like to do is I like to start with a warm-up. Maybe not Schroth, maybe just a strengthening exercise. So one that Will really loves to do is side planks. He just loves them. So I'm going to have him lay on his side, and we'll check form as we're doing this. Go ahead and do just a few side planks just to warm up the muscles. Usually I'll have people do like 3 sets of 10 side planks, but I want their form to be really good. Will has really good form, and so I don't really need to change anything with that. Do a couple on the other side just to keep it even. So strengthening, trying to get the muscles kicked in and warmed up before we do some of the other things is really helpful. So then if we have some tightness that we need to stretch, like Will has tight hamstrings, so bring your leg up on the table, your left leg, and you're going to keep your back straight and lean forward at your hips until you feel it stretch. So we might stretch, you're feeling that? Mm-hmm. We might stretch the hamstrings a bit. We might stretch through the hip. If you're having pain specific places, we might stretch those too to try and get the neck loose, whatever we find is tight. So we might do some stretching. And then we're going to get into Schroth Method exercises. So let's head out here. You can use that. And here's where we start to review. So we've done a semi-hang exercise with Will before. So I'll probably say, hey, Will, show me the semi-hang exercise that you've been doing at home. So go ahead and show us that. Will's going to do this, and I'm going to watch and see how well he's doing this. Because if he's doing this at home, he should be doing this well here in the clinic. And if I notice that, oh, it's not looking quite right, I might make some adjustments with his pelvis or something like that, but Will looks really good. Go ahead and stand back up. One thing as you're doing exercises in the clinic, it is very helpful for the therapist to see your back while you're doing this. So we'll go ahead and take that shirt off. Here in the clinic, I mean, we want to see as much of the back as possible because that helps me to see what's happening. With this, as nice as that black shirt is, I can't really see what's going on at his back. So go ahead and do it again here, Will. So if you come a little closer and you look at Will's back, has a little shine on there, but we can see his prominence where his curve goes. And then I can cue that. I can get him to breathe more on the right side. Yeah, and get more correction because now I can see his spine and see what's going on. Go ahead and come back up, Will. One thing that I'll do in the clinic is I'll have you set up yourself in the scoliosis position, the Schroth positions, as a way to kind of quiz you on how you think or how you are doing them. And I'm not doing that to be mean. I've done that before with you, right, Will?
Yeah.
But it's really to help me see how well you understand it. So if your therapist is quizzing you, it's not that it's going on a report card. It's just a way of figuring out if you're doing it right. So you can put your shirt back on there, Will. So we would then be going through other Schroth exercises, progressing them, changing them so that they're more challenging or they're more beneficial, maybe even taking some out and putting others in, depending on how well you're doing with that. So Will's been doing this for a long time. He knows all these exercises. So when he comes in, I'm quizzing him. I'm making sure he knows what's going on, and he's a rock star at this. So thanks, Will, for helping us out. And if you have questions on your exercises, make sure to talk to your therapist. And we would love to see some comments or questions as well on this video. So thanks for watching.